is in SQL. Here I am using Notepad, Note Plus guys. Here you can see SQL Plus I am using. After opening this SQL Plus, it is going to ask us your password, Scott Tiger. Then I need to set lines here. Set lines. I think it's visible. Then what I want to do is I want to create a table first. It is a data definition language. DDL is used to construct an object in the database and details with the structure of the object. In this DDL, we have 5 statements. First one is create, rename, alter, truncate, drop. Create, it is used to build a or construct an object. Object is nothing but entity. It can be a table or a view or a virtual table. Okay. First I am creating table. Create table. We need to give table name. We can give whatever we want. Here I am creating employee table. Employee. Open a bracket, then in employee table, what are the columns we have? Employee ID, right? EMP ID. ID, we need to define data type. ID is nothing but it is a number, right? I'm giving length as a 5. Comma. Next column is employee name, that is e-name. E-name is data type is varchar. I'm giving here length is suppose 15. Okay. After that, employee name varchar. What and all we have in employee table? What are the columns? Employee ID, employee name, job. Job is also varchar. Here I am giving 10. Next one is employee name, job. What and all we have in employee table? Suppose phone number. Phone number also I am taking here backup. In phone number we have 10 digits, right? So I am giving the length of 10. Then I am closing this bracket and with semicolon. Click on enter. Our table is successfully created, guys. Here you see our table is created. Employee table is created. To create a table in SQL, the syntax is create table, table name, then column data type, comma, next column data type, whatever the columns we need to declare, we should declare here. At the end, don't give comma, then close the bracket and with semicolon. This is the table creation in SQL. If I want to remove after creating table, what I want to do is I just want to insert values in the table. Before inserting values into this table, I want to give some constraints. I want to make this employee ID as a primary key. For that, I use alter command. Alter table, table name, employee. Here add constraint reference name. If I want to see the reference name, what is the command? Before alter this table, I want to see the reference name. For that, select star from user underscore constraints where table underscore name equal to employee. Let me see. No row selected now. What happened? selected. To check constraint assigned for a table, the syntax for that is select star from user constraints where table name equal to employees. Because we are not declaring a constraint, right? If I want to see the reference name, how can I? Reference. Order table. Table is employee and constraint. Reference name. I need to do this reference format. EMP ID. EMP ID. Primary key of EMP ID. Invalid alter table option. Alter table component. And constraint reference name, primary key, column name. So giving doubt only, right? Alter table name. How do I know that reference name? Modify null to null, not null. Then insert into table name employee values is to an employee ID. Here we need to give columns first after the columns. Okay. Table name, employee, then you get column names. What are the column names? Employee ID, EMP ID, e-name, job, and phone number. Then close the bracket, give values, Then how's the values? Employee ID is 1. Employee name is suppose Raju. Job is sales. Phone number something 977. Okay, I understand it. In this case, insert into employee, ID, email, job, phone number, values, 1, Raju, job is sales, 986798768. Your phone number is also like correct, so I need to keep it in single quote. Sorry, insert into table name, then column, insert into table name. I declared all the columns. After that, values. After that, inserting the values. Code string not properly terminated. Oh shit. Don't do this kind of mistakes, guys. Practice properly. You know what? In programming, just one code, I mean, single code is also very important. That will also throws an error. So be careful whenever you are learning any programming, any coding. These small mistakes makes us very irritated. Values, 1, Raju, sales. Make sure that you need to close that one phone number. What the hell? How it's accepting so many characters? I declare I gave that solid will be 10, right? Why are they accepting? Wow. No, it's not right. Why is it accepting? Do you also? Tell me why it is accepting so many values? Even though I gave the size of the article is 10. Shit. Guys, if you guys like it, please subscribe to my channel. Employee ID, email, job, phone number. So I have so many tables. How I show tables. SQL space SQL. Just to clear our screen, we need to give a command like SQL space SQL. In SQL, total we have five statements. One is DDL, DML, TCL, DCL, DQL. DQL is nothing but data query language. DCL, data control language. TCL, transaction control language. DML, data manipulation language. DDL, data definition language. In DQL, we have four substatements like select, projection, selection, and joins. Joins are the most important. If you attend any interview related to SQL, most of the questions they will ask on joins and also subqueries. What is mean by metadata? Metadata, it is details about data. That is called metadata. Metadata should be stored in the form of table, which is also called a meta table. Metadata and metadata table are automatically generated by the compiler. We no need to create it separately. Automatically the compiler will create this metadata and meta table. Coming to the DQL statement, we already discussed about this select. The first statement is select, right? Why this select statement is used? To retrieve the data from the database. In this select statement, we pass three arguments. What are those three arguments? Means ASCII, column name, expression. Okay. Why we use this select statement? It is simple. It is used to retrieve the data from the database. In the database we have data, right? To retrieve that data we use this select statement. In this select statement we pass three arguments like ASCII, column name, third one is expression. The next one is from. Why this from is used? It is used to retrieve the table from the database. Okay. Select is used to retrieve the data from the database. From is used to retrieve the data from database. Understand the difference, right? This from statement will retrieve the data from the database and it put the table under execution. In this from statement, we pass table name as an argument. If I want to see the table, employee table, what do you need to give the command? Select star from employee and with semicolon. No select table. Select. I think so. I have already created some tables. Select star from product. Product table is also there, right? No. objects. If we want to see what are the columns in our table, to see that we use a command like DESC, describe table name. This describe command describe what it will do, all the column names present inside the table along with that data types assigned for each and every column, it will show that. Okay, see, in our employee table, what are the columns? We have employee ID, employee name, job, phone number, right? Just now we created this employee table, if you guys remember. Up to now, what we learned? How to create a table, how to see what are the columns present in the table. That means to describe the table, we use the command DAC, then table name, and with a semicolon. Got my point? Move on to the next. Coming to the data types, what are the data types in SQL? There are 5 types. First one is char, varchar, number, date, large object. Char, first we discuss about char. Char is a data type. It can accept characters like alphabets, capital letters from A to Z, small letters from A to Z. Then 0 to 9, some special characters like asterisks, dollar. Okay. What is ASCII? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay. The value for capital A, the ASCII value for the capital A is 65. The value for capital Z, it is 90. The value for small a, it is 97. ASCII value for small z, it is 122. Here we need to remember one important point, that is whenever we mention a char data type, we have to mention size. Okay, like char or size, we need to give that size. Size is nothing but the number of characters we can store. Then coming to varchar data type, it can also accept the same like a char only, capital alphabets, small alphabets, then 0 to 9, some special characters. But there is a difference between char and varchar. What is that? Let's discuss. Char, it is also known as fixed length memory allocation, but varchar, it is a variable length memory allocation. Okay, char, it is fixed length. If you declare a size like 5, even though if you give 2 letters only, suppose char of size 5, if you give 2, then it will out the remaining 3 also. But in varchar there is no wastage of memory, but in cat there is a wastage of memory. Okay, the maximum size of char is 2000, the maximum size of varchar is also 2000. Then coming to our next data type, which is number. This number data type is used to store numerical values. Why we use this number data type means to store numerical values. It can accept two arguments like precision and scale. Okay. What is meant by this precision means it is used to determine the digits we are going to store in the numerical place. Okay. Scale means it is used to determine the number of digits we are going to store in decimal place within the precision. Suppose if we give number of 3, 1. 3 means before decimal point how many digits are there? 3 letters. Okay. Why we are declaring number of 3, 1. 1 is nothing but after decimal we have only 1 digit. Okay. Example 99.9. Our next data type is date, guys. In our Oracle, there are 2 types of date formats. One is DD, month, YY. The second one is DD, month, YYY, and year, total year, 2025. Okay. Make sure that our whenever we are declaring the date data type, that data should be within single quotes. Okay. With this we completed our data types in our SQL. Let's take a break, have a sip of water, then we will continue. Any one of you guys, if you are studying BTech or degree, or else if you are completed your degree, so looking for IT job, If you don't know what to do, what to learn, yes, I will suggest you that first learn SQL. If you are serious about your job, uh, SQL is not a rocket science. You can learn it very easily. If you say properly at least 20 days, you can learn. If suppose if you recently passed out your BTech, or else if you are studying in BTech or degree, learn SQL. Start learning SQL. You have so much of time, right? So daily at least practice 1 hour. It will be helpful in future. Okay. One who have completed with BTech, first learn SQL. Give target to learn SQL, that is 15 to 20 days. It's more than enough, because as a fresher, if you know basics, you can survive in interview. They will not ask that much advanced SQL. Okay. In SQL, first you need to concentrate how to create table, then how to insert values, then alter commands, update. Then the main questions they will ask joins, subqueries. If you learn these topics perfectly, you will crack any interview test as a fresher. More than enough. If you are perfect in SQL, if you are perfect in joins and subquery, then that is more than enough to crack your SQL interview. You can ask me a doubt. With SQL only will I get job in IT industry? With Java only we will get job in IT. So many have these kind of doubts, guys. We are living in a environment like day by day that technology is growing very fast, but we are learning one technology. Is that enough? We will get the job. We are thinking like that, you know. After AI came, our lives changed like very fast, right? Everywhere AI is there. So we are here we are not adopting technology. Technology adopting us, right? Without mobile, we can't survive at least 1 hour. That much of addiction we have with the technology. So it's a day-to-day learning, guys. After you learn SQL, you are eligible to apply the jobs. Okay, you have one technology, you try to get the job. Meanwhile, you need to learn one more. Like, if you are interested in coding, go with Java or Python. Suppose, I am not interested in programming. I want something else. Then go with the testing. If you want to learn, if you want to go testing side, I have one more YouTube channel like Analyst Nandu. Go and watch. I will try to share more information in that whenever possible to me. I won't say that don't stick on to my YouTube channel. You will get more information. You will get job. I won't say like that. Take one more platform where there you learn everything. In coming to testing, what you need to learn, first of all you need to learn manual testing. Then in manual testing, you need to learn SDLC. Then after software test life cycles. After that, debugging. Some tools like Zira all that you need to learn. For testing also, you must have some knowledge on SQL. SQL is like a foundation base for developers and also for test engineers. Okay, so I suggest you that first learn SQL. If you are a degree student or BTech student, whatever. If you want to go in IT industry, okay. After learning manual testing, then you need to learn API with Postgre. After that, you need to learn core Java. For test engineers, basics are more than enough in core Java. But if you want to go as a developer, you need to learn in depth. Java is like an ocean, or you know that, right? After learning core Java, then you need to learn API, Selenium. Selenium with Java. That is automation. If you learn that, definitely you will get a job, guys. Definitely. There are so much demand in the market Selenium with Java. Definitely you will get it. If you want to go further, if you want to move forward, then learn CI/CD, Jenkins, cloud testing. If you learn all these, definitely no one will touch you. You will be in the top position, But in life, don't stop. Try to learn something every day. That will helpful to us in future. If not present, in future, it will be helpful to us. Back to our SQL. Our next topic is constraints. What are these constraints? Constraints are the conditions that are assigned to a particular column to validate the data. Okay. There are 5 types of constraints. First one is unique, second is not null, third one is step, fourth one is primary key, fifth one is foreign key. Okay. Coming to unique, unique is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column which cannot accept repeated or duplicate values. Why we use this unique constraint means it will not accept any repeated or duplicate values. Okay. Then not null. Not null is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column which cannot be null or which are mandatory. Okay. If you declare not null to any column, we need to insert data in that column. We can't leave it a blank. Okay. Then next one is check. Check is a constraint which is assigned to a particular column for extra validation. Okay. Check constraint is assigned with a condition. If the condition is true, the value gets accepted, or else it will be rejected. Suppose if we give this check constraint to our phone number column, the syntax for that, check length of phone number equal to 10. If we enter 10 digits, then only it will accept. Right? Phone number it has only 10 digits, right? If we try to enter more than 10 or less than 10, it will not accept. In that scenarios, we will use this check constraint. next constraint is primary key. Primary key is a constraint which is used to assign to a column to identify a record uniquely from the table. Any record, if we want to identify it unique, then we will use this primary key. Okay. Coming to the characteristics of primary key, in a table we have only one primary key. This is the first characteristic. Second one, it cannot accept repeated or duplicate values. That is, if a column it cannot accept repeated or duplicate values, means we need to give a constraint unique. Previously we discussed it, right? Unique is a constraint which cannot accept repeated or duplicate values. Okay. If we want to give primary key to any column, first we need to give that unique constraint. After that we need to give it as primary key. Okay. Then third one is it cannot accept null. Primary key, it shouldn't accept null values. Okay. Then it is a combination of unique and not null. Right? Right? It will not accept any duplicate values, and also it will not accept null value. So the primary key is a combination of unique and not null. Then coming to the last characteristic of primary key is it is mandatory, but it is not mandatory but recommended to have one in table. In every table it is not mandatory that we need to give the primary key, but if we give, it is good. If we will not give, that is also good. Okay, but one we have primary key in one table. Usually to which columns we will give this primary key, employee ID, customer ID, product ID, because those are unique values, right? For that columns we will give this primary keys. Okay, understand? If you like it, give a thumbs up. Up to now, what and all topics we discussed, guys. First one is SQL statements. In that we completed DQL. After that, data types. After that, constraints, right? Then we see that how do we create the table, how do we insert data into the table, then how do we use that alter command. Remember this syntax. How do we create the table? Create table, table name, column, data type, then constraint type, comma, column name to data type, constraint type, and so on. Whatever the columns you want to give, you need to declare everything. But remember that in the last column, in the last step, don't give comma, close it with bracket, then semicolon. That's it for today, guys. It's already 9:40. Today we have that eclipse, right? Moon eclipse. So we will continue tomorrow. All of you stay in home because today is Chandra Grahanam, right? Better to stay in home, right? If it is emergency, go outside, otherwise stay in home. We will meet tomorrow, mostly same timings. Until then, stay healthy, be happy, try to learn something every day. It will be helpful in future. Okay, Bye guys. Me too. Already sleeping. Tomorrow morning we will I will come with live with me too. Okay. I will come in live with me too. Bye guys. Take care.